Good morning students, welcome to the class of physics. So today we are going to discuss a new chapter and the name of chapter is semiconductor. So the semiconductor chapter you are having in your 11th class as well as your 12th class for HSC board, and for the other boards, or you can say that for NCERT board it is having only in 12th class, right? But the points that they have covered in their NCERT board is like it is included the basic things also. So today I am going to discuss some of the basic things about the semiconductor. So this is the lecture flow for the today's class. So first of all, we will see what is introduction about semiconductor, then silicon as a crystal, then concept of holes. So these 3 points we are going to cover in the today's session. Okay, so let us start the class directly. So basically the first question arises in our mind, what is meant by semiconductor? So I think up to your 10th class you have covered that conductor and insulator, but you have not covered about the semiconductor. So basically semiconductor is a material or is the substance whose conductivity is lying between insulator and conductor. That means it is more conductible or more conductor or good conductor than insulator, but it will be a poor conductor than that you can say that conductor. Okay, so semiconductor are those materials which are lying in between that two particular conductor and insulator. So this is the basic thing about the semiconductor, first of all, that we know. Okay, anyway, so let us start with some introduction. Okay, so I think in the Ohm's law, what is Ohm's law? First of all, we will discuss that law because this is important. Ohm's law. What is Ohm's law? So basically, if the physical state of conductor remain constant, then current is directly proportional to the potential difference across it. Right? So let us consider the thing. Suppose this is your conductor, and this is the current flow that conductor, and if you are keeping the physical state of the conductor is constant, that means the pressure, that means temperature, then we can get the current is directly proportional to that particular potential difference. So from that we are getting that V is equals to IR. That law is very much familiar to all of you, right? So it's a Ohm's law, and if you see the graph of Ohm's law, the graph is like that. Okay, so it will be linear. So the graph or the substance which follows the Ohm's law, then we can call this substance as ohmic substance. Whereas the substance which are not following the Ohm's law, we can call this as non-ohmic substance. So this is the basic funda of Ohm's law. Why I discussed over here? So I will give the reason of that in this particular introduction. Okay, so this Ohm's law is get to you properly. Now see, if you consider the semiconductor is not, that means it is not based on that Ohm's law. Why? I will give the reason. Okay, so in semiconductor we can control the charge of motion. Okay, in semiconductor, see, in conductor we cannot control the charge of motion. We know that V is proportional to I, that everything. Okay, so but in semiconductor what we have, we can control the charge of motion. So this is the important thing about the semiconductor. So if we control the charge of motion, if you see the graph of Ohm's law is like this, and if we control the charge of motion, so we can control the voltage, we can control the current. Okay, so that means the graph may be like this. Whatever type of graph you want, you can form by this. Okay, so the graph means which the application is where is your actual device. In that actual device we can control the voltage with respect to our manner, we can control the charge of motion. So this is the very important, ये सबसे अच्छा बात है सेमीकंडक्टर का, कि हम लोग उसको कंट्रोल कर सकते हैं अपना चार्ज ऑफ मोशन को, और उसके हिसाब से हम लोग वोल्टेज भी कंट्रोल कर सकते हैं. अगर हम लोग को एक टाइप पे सपोज इफ यू हैव मोर वोल्टेज एट अ पर्टिकुलर टाइम, और अगर हम लोग को बहुत कम वोल्टेज चाहिए एक पॉइंट पे, तो हम लोग वो कंट्रोल कर सकते हैं. Okay, so basically there are certain formula, certain things about we have to know about semiconductor for controlling the charge of motion. That things I am going to discuss over here in the introduction part only. Okay, so now basically semiconductor is a device, or we can say that semiconductor are the material. I'm just concluding that thing. Semiconductor is the material in which we can control the charge of motion with respect to our magnet. Okay, so now let us discuss about the silicon, because silicon is the best example of semiconductor. Okay, so if we discuss about the silicon, first of all we have to know the structure. Okay, so structure, or you can say that the atomic number, all like the chemistry related part we must know. Okay, so let's discuss with the few things about the silicon. So basically, if you consider the silicon is the example of semiconductor. We are having a different example, but silicon is the best example. We are going to consider for the further studies also these things. So silicon, what is the atomic number of silicon? So if you see, the atomic number of silicon is 14. So that means it is tetravalent. Okay. So if there is the atomic number, so if you see the orbital structure, so it will be like 2, 8 and 4. The total is equals to 14. So that means, suppose if you consider the silicon, this is nucleus, this is your second orbit. So this will be 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. ये 8 रहेगा और 1, 2, 3, 4. सो ये अगर हम लोग ने लास्ट ऑर्बिट में कंसिडर किए तो लास्ट ऑर्बिट में सिलिकॉन के कितने एटम्स रहते हैं, कितने इलेक्ट्रॉन्स रहते हैं? देयर विल बी द 4 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स. ओके, बट सी if you consider the conductor, we know that free electrons are responsible for the current flow, right? So free electrons means what? The electrons which are not in the valence band, they are free to move. So that means we can say that will be the responsible for the current flow, that we know. So here also, because of the recombination of holes and electrons in semiconductor, how the current flows? Because of the recombination of holes and electrons, we are getting the current. So for that purpose, you should know what is meant by hole. Okay, so that thing is, I will clear that particular thing, so don't worry about that. So basically, suppose so let us consider the few point about the silicon first of all. So at 0 degree Kelvin, please remember, at 0 degree Kelvin, the silicon is behaving as a insulator. Okay, what? At 0 degree Kelvin or 0 Kelvin, we can say that the silicon is behaving as the insulator. But see, what happen if you just give the temperature to silicon, right? Or else at room temperature, you can say it will be also at room temperature. So at room temperature, there are certain changes in the silicon, right? What are the changes? At room temperature, first of all, we know that the silicon is getting the energy, and once the silicon is getting the energy, what happened in that case? We can have electrons free, right? So this electron gets free, and we know that free charge is responsible, or free electrons are responsible for the current flow. So this is the very basic thing. So this is about the particular silicon. Now what happens if the electrons are free from this orbit? It is responsible for the current flow. Now this place is vacant, right? As the electrons is move out, this place is vacant. So what happened to that vacant place? So this vacant, अगर ये जो vacant place रहता है, जो जिसमें कुछ भी नहीं रहता है, वो हम लोग बोलते हैं, उसको holes बोलते हैं. Is it getting to you? Holes. So what does mean by holes? Holes is you can say that it's a imaginary positive charge, because see, electron have a negative charge and holes have a positive charge. That's why only they are just recombination. What I told, recombination. So what happens when you supply the energy to that particular, you can apply the battery to that particular silicon. What happens? These electron get escaped, another electron come and it is filled that place. So continuously this recombination of holes and electrons are getting place, and because of this we are getting the current. Okay, so how we can control the voltage? That things I will give you in the types of semiconductor. We are having the different P type, N type. That thing we are going to discuss in the next class. So these things I'm not going to combine over here. So these are the basic points about the semiconductor, or basic point about the silicon as a semiconductor. Right, so now let us discuss the structure of the silicon. Okay, so we know that if you see the structure is like this. Silicon is there. Here are the 4 electrons in the orbit. Also silicon is there because it is made up of number of silicon atoms. If we consider the structure, these are the 4 electrons. Okay, so now these and these electrons are joined by one particular bond. What is the name of bond? You have covered in the chemistry. The name of the bond is covalent bond. That means the bond between the two similar atoms. So this is the structure of the particular. We can say that here also. Suppose if you consider the silicon over here, because we are having the number of silicon in the crystal. Okay. So here all these particular you can say that side by side electrons, they are combining together. वो कैसे combine होते हैं? वो कोवैलेंट बॉन्ड से combine होते हैं. अगर हम लोग ने उसको हीट दिया तो क्या होता है? वो हीट देने के कारण ये बॉन्ड है वो ब्रेक हो जाता है. Why bond breaks? Because we know that when we are giving the energy, there will be the chances of bond breakage. So this will bond break and this electron gets free. So this process is continuous. When you apply the battery, you are giving the electron. The bond is continuously breaking. So this is the process which we have. We can say that continuous process. Okay. So this is about the particular silicon, and I hope you understood the concept of holes also. Okay, so this is the concept of hole. That means imaginary positive charge. It is not having actual charge, but it will be the imaginary positive charge. Right? So I hope you understood some basic points about the semiconductor which we required before starting the actual semiconductor chapter. Right? So if you have any doubts, then you can just comment in the comment box so that I can get your doubts and I will solve that. Okay, so this is about the basic things about the silicon as well as your semiconductor. So I hope you understood all the things properly. So तब तक के लिए बाय बाय. हम लोग नेक्स्ट क्लास में हम लोग जो आगे वाला पोर्शन है जिसमें हम लोग बोलते हैं कि पी टाइप, एन टाइप, टाइप्स ऑफ सेमीकंडक्टर, बैंड एनर्जी डायग्राम, वो हम लोग कवर करेंगे. और जस्ट बिलीव मी, दिस इफ यू अंडरस्टूड द कंसेप्ट्स of this particular semiconductor, then this chapter is very easy. Okay, so just try to grasp the concept from the first session so that you will get the total idea about the semiconductor, as well as once we cover up all the chapters, then you will get the total idea of physics, and at the end you realize that it is very easy subject. So thank you so much. Bye bye. Take care.